Welcome to Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. I'm Doug and it is 2024. Happy New Year. This is our first video for year number, I think this is year number 6. We've been doing these YouTube videos, and yes, Yvonne is actually in this video. He works a lot, so I'm usually the one doing these videos, so he's gonna make a guest appearance today and show us how to make a yummy cocktail. And plus I'm gonna do a tablescape for New Year's for two, and then we're also gonna show you what we're making for dinner, so stay tuned. Okay, so I got some linens out. This is my damask tablecloth. I think I'm going to use white. I really like it because it has some silver in it, or it looks like it has some silver in it. And then I got some napkins to match, and we're going to do some plate chargers and napkin rings. It's going to look really cool. Let's get busy. Okay, so on top of the white damask tablecloth, I put a light silver runner. And then I'm starting to set the tables. I'm using my everyday white plates, but I have these really nice Royal Albert silverware that I'm using with it. And I have these really beautiful chargers that are silver too. So I think it kind of just brightens it up. And there's Simon. And so I'm doing a place setting. I have my champagne glass, regular glasses. There's my everyday dish, just white. And I think it's going to look really nice. I got these beautiful flowers that say Happy New Year, fresh flowers for the table, so pretty. And then I just have some little hats, top hats that say Happy New Year. And then some party favors, of course, you know, the little horns and all those little New Year's Eve party favors. And I'm going to add some, that's a necklace that we're going to be wearing later. They light up, and just have that on the table too. See how pretty? And then we're going to add some ribbon, some streamers to the chandelier. I decided to do that, so I'm kind of like taking it off here, cutting them, and then I'm just going to hang them on that chandelier. I think it's going to look really fun and festive. Oh, and I'm also throwing it on the table too. Now I'm throwing some New Year's Eve table confetti on the table. It just adds that little sparkle and makes it fun and festive. And I almost forgot these little black bowls that are going to have 12 grapes in them each. It's a Hispanic tradition that Yvonne and I like to celebrate, where right before midnight you eat 12 grapes really quickly, and it's for good luck for the new year. Okay, welcome back. Did you like that tablescape? I think it looks pretty cool. All right, so now you might be saying, well, Doug, what are you gonna make for New Year's Eve dinner? Well, I decided to make Yvonne's favorite, which is Braciole. I actually made it for Christmas Eve too, but he loves it so much. So I thought, hey, I'll make it again. So we're gonna make Braciole real quick. Now I do have a detailed recipe on our channel here. You can scroll back, it's called Braciole. And so you can look at it if you want for more details. I'm gonna run through it really quickly for you. And basically you'll need some sandwich steak. Now this I got at Target, but any sandwich steak. This is gonna make around 6. You could probably, of course, if you have a family of 4, you probably wanna make 8 so everybody gets 2, but this is what they look like. They're cut pretty thin. And this has, I believe, yes, 6 in here. Sometimes it's 8. Let's see. Oh, this one's actually 7. So this one has 7. All right, I bet I could cut this one in half and make it 8. So this one will be for 8. So basically what you want to do is you're going to get your sandwich steaks, and individually you're going to tenderize each one. When I say tenderize, I mean bang it. Get a meat mallet, and you need some handy wrap. Don't you love handy wrap? Never comes out right. And basically I'm going to use this part with these little things pointing out, and just bang it where you get it even thinner than what it was, all right? And so we're gonna do that with each one. Okay, so we're done with our meat, and now what you wanna do, you wanna season each slice, and the way I'm going to season it this time, in my original video, I just think I did salt and pepper. But I'm gonna do salt and pepper, and also garlic powder, onion powder, and some Italian seasoning. So I'm actually adding a little extra in that video. It's just something I learned along the way and thought, hey, you know what, I can make it a little bit better. And I really love it with just these seasonings on it. And so it just takes a while to do each one, but you want to do it for each one. Okay, so we got the meat done. Now we're going to do the filling. And basically with the filling, we're going to need 1 cup of Italian breadcrumbs. So I'm just using Progresso breadcrumbs here. So I'm using approximately a cup. All right. Then you're going to need approximately a cup of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. I just love Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. It's so good. I love it. So we're gonna add our cheese. I'm using, on this one, a little mozzarella cheese. Just a little bit, like maybe less than 1/4 of a cup. I have my onion. This is approximately a cup of white onion. Don't use all of it. Use maybe 3/4 of that for the mixture, because I'm going to be using the other 1/4 for the mushrooms. But you need a 1/4. Now you need about a cup of arugula, and probably about a 1/4 of a cup to a 1/2 of a cup of Italian parsley. That arugula and the Italian parsley, oh, it smells so good. It's so fragrant. Love it. So that's really the mixture. I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper. Now the meats already have the salt and pepper in it, so you don't want a lot because it'll be too salty. Just a little bit. And you're gonna mix that up. We're going to also add some milk. to moisten it up. But I'm just mixing that together. Oh, it smells so good. It's so fragrant. Love it. Mmm. Yum. And now I'm going to add some milk. Probably about half of a cup for right now. Let's check it out. You just want the mixture to be kind of crumbly. So I think I'm going to add just a little bit more milk. So maybe like 3/4 of a cup on this one. Just a little bit more. And you can use 2%. I'm just using whole milk. Yeah, that's good. Mmm, smells so good, guys. And so this is your filling. This is the filling to the Braciole. Now, one thing we got to do with our Braciole, with our steak slices, so here they are all seasoned, ready to go, is we're going to add 1 strip of prosciutto. Now, I was speaking to some friends at church, and when I mentioned I made Braciole for Christmas, they didn't know what it was, and they also didn't know what prosciutto was. So prosciutto is basically cured pork, and it's sliced really, really thin. I got this at Target. This is what it looks like. This is the Good and Gather brand. You can buy any brand of prosciutto you want, of course. So they have it actually with these little paper things. That's how thin it is. So this is basically what it looks like. And then you lay it on top of the steak slice, just like that. Hopefully you can see. I'll try to do a close-up. I'll move some of this stuff out of the way so you can see. And in my other video, like I said, I really go through the details so you can see how it's rolled and everything. But I get a little of this filling, place it going down the sandwich steak right on top of the prosciutto, and smells so good. And then we're gonna roll it. Now you also need some toothpicks, so make sure you have some toothpicks handy. And basically when you roll it, I'm just gonna roll it. I start from the bottom and move my way up, pressing that filling, making sure it stays in. And then I'm using 3 toothpicks per Braciole. So 1 for the side here. So I'm gonna poke that together. 1 at the top, and then 1 on the other side. And that's it, folks. That's it. So it looks like that. That is your Braciole, and I'm gonna continue making the rest of them, and then we're gonna start cooking them. Frying pan heating up. I'm adding my extra virgin olive oil, making sure the base is covered with a little bit more, because we are gonna be putting those Braciole inside the frying pan. And here they are. So I'm gonna start placing them in there. You really should wait till the oil is heated up, which you can hear it sizzling a little bit. You want your flame starting at a medium to high flame. We want to brown them and start cooking them up. You want to start to flip them. You can see they're getting brown. That's the color you want. Okay, let's take a look at our Braciole real quick. Wow, yum. Looking really good. It's browning very nicely. We're gonna lower the heat just a little bit. And if any filling falls out, a little filling, that's okay, don't worry about it. All right, so we're gonna keep this in here, brown this for another, I'd say 5 minutes or so. You just want to make sure all sides are nice and brown. I'm going to cover it for 5 more minutes. Okay, so my Braciole is done. And you can see how nice and brown they are. That's what you want. So I am going to put them in this bowl. You will have to remove the toothpicks, of course. Very important. You don't want to serve it with toothpicks in it. And you can see we have all these drippings here. So what you want to do is add, this is approximately close to 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to just leave that oil in there, adding the butter to the oil, melting that, and we're going to be sauteing our onions and our mushrooms. So remember, there was approximately 1/4 of a cup left over from that onions, those onions that we chopped up. And we're going to add those to the to the mushrooms. So let's melt that butter first. I'm going to get it's approximately 1/4 of a cup of the white onion. And just going to stir those onions in there, and then I'm going to let that cook for approximately a minute or so, and I'm going to add my portobello mushrooms. These are baby portobello mushrooms. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to the onions first. And we're going to cook this up for about a minute or two. And then we'll add our mushrooms. Okay, it's been approximately 2 minutes, so now I'm going to add my mushrooms. Make sure that you wash your mushrooms before you use them. And we're just going to saute our onions and mushrooms. And probably cook it for around 7 minutes or so. I'm going to give it a good stir at first. Make sure all those mushrooms are coated with that butter and that oil and those drippings from the Braciole. Put the cover on it and let that cook for around 7 minutes. Okay, our mushrooms are done. Yum, they smell so good. All right, so now what we want to do is we're going to add our wine. This is 1 cup of white wine. I'm using Riesling wine. And we're going to cook this with the wine for about 2 minutes. Just stir in. Yummy. Smells so good with the wine. Yum. So let that cook for just about 2 minutes. Covered. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes. I raised my flame. I'm just going to keep stirring this until I start to see a little bit of bubbling going on. I want to burn off that alcohol. Now while that is cooking, I'm going to get my 2 tablespoons of flour, because we're going to add some flour to this. I need a whisk, and we're going to whisk the flour in there. I see some bubbles, so I'm going to start adding my flour. Now we're going to add approximately a cup of beef broth. Once again, get your whisk. And then we want 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and that's going to give it that nice color, that brownish, reddish, rusty color that we want. There we go. Now with that tomato paste, you want to make sure you're using your whisk and you want all those little lumps dissolved. So make sure you do that. Don't leave any big tomato paste lumps in there. Just keep stirring. We're going to be using our whisk at first, and then we'll just use a wooden spoon. There we go. And look at that color, guys. Did you see the color change? So beautiful. And it smells fantastic. I wish you could smell it. Smells so good. Use my wooden fork here, just stir it nicely. You can see it's thick, but not too thick. We're gonna cook this for about 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna add our braciole back in here. Okay, we wanna cover and cook our braciole for approximately 15 minutes in the sauce. And then it will be ready to serve. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes. I'm gonna add my braciole. Now I already took the toothpicks out, so make sure you do that. And I'm adding my braciole back in the sauce. And we want to cook that for approximately 15 minutes in the sauce. 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna get my spoon here and just drizzle that sauce all on top of that yummy braciole. Look at that, guys. This is Yvonne's favorite dish. Yum. This is on a low flame now. Nicely covered. Do one more. You want to make sure you get that sauce all over that braciole. Cover it and cook it for around 15-20 minutes. Okay, so what's for dinner? For New Year's Eve, we have my braciole with Italian Brussels sprouts that have been in butter, Italian breadcrumbs, and Parmesan cheese, and garlic, yum, yum, yum. And of course the braciole, and then a fruit tart for dessert with a tiny bit of whipped cream. And of course we have those grapes for later on. And Yvonne's gonna make the beverages, and we're gonna start eating. Yum. Wishing everyone a happy 2024. Happy New Year. Cheers.
Cheers. Goodbye to 2023.
Yep. And all the best for the new year. Hop in.
Salut. Salut.
Okay, it's cocktail time with Yvonne. Yay.
Yay, my favorite time.
So what cocktail are we making tonight for New Year's?
We're making a free, enjoyable cocktail.
Okay.
We're going to be using tequila as the liquor. Cranberry juice, 2 ounces of cranberry juice, 2 ounces of 7-Up, 2 ounces of orange juice, half an ounce of maraschino juice. And for our liquor, we're going to be using tequila.
Yeah, you mentioned tequila, but how much?
1 ounce.
1 ounce.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, you don't want to get drunk with the first cocktail. You want to be sipping on it and have a good time. If you can handle alcohol, you can probably do 2 ounces. But let's start with 1 ounce.
Right. And what else?
And we're going to be using as well half an ounce of
Grand Marnier.
Marnier.
How to pronounce it?
That's a funny name. But this
Grand Marnier.
This is cognac and orange liqueur.
Oh yeah.
Which goes very well with the cocktail we're going to be making. So, all right.
And you mentioned the lemon juice.
Lemon juice as well. We're going to be using half an ounce of lemon juice. So those are our juices, and then for our garnishes, we're going to be using cranberries.
Okay.
And we're also going to garnish it with some rosemary.
Rosemary.
Fresh rosemary.
Oh, that sounds fun and festive.
Yes.
Okay.
When you're sipping on it, it'll have a really nice scent.
Awesome. What do you do first?
Well, first I'm gonna have a shot of tequila.
Oh.
Yeah, because you know, the bartender has to always, you know, get taken care of first. So I love Don Julio Reposado. This is now you don't mix this with drinks. This is something you wanna enjoy by itself. You know, this is good quality tequila, so you don't want to mess it up.
Oh, and you're giving yourself a shot?
Yeah, so we're gonna take a shot of that. You want one?
No, I can't.
You know,
I don't have a big thing for
something about Douglas. He doesn't do shots.
I don't like shots really.
And what do you do? What do you do when you take a shot? You sip on it.
I sip on it and I make these crazy faces.
Who sips on a shot?
I do. So,
cheers.
Let me smell. Oh, okay. Good luck.
Oh, that's good.
It's good.
So, yeah. You want to have your cocktail shaker here?
And a nice cocktail glass. These are actually I got at Home Goods a few years ago.
I like that glass. I like the silver.
No, it's very New Year's.
Perfect for tonight for New Year's. Yeah. So, all right. So we're gonna start. You ready to start?
I'm ready.
Cocktail? So
I'm gonna take off these glasses so I can see.
2024. Can you believe it?
I know, right?
Yeah. The last day of 2023.
Imagine we're going on our 6th year of doing these YouTube videos.
6 years.
Yeah, I started in 2018. I think it was in May. I want to say it was in May, I'm not sure. It was 2018. And we have over 400 videos, guys. Lots to choose from, lots for you to watch. And
what is it mainly? Cooking?
It's mainly cooking, and then I added some like decorating, home life, and so it's kind of that kind of YouTube channel. So, and we go. Actually, we went did some shopping hauls for Halloween and Christmas, and so a lot of that. Now, some people have been asking, "Where's Yvonne? Where's Yvonne?" Can you explain to everybody why you're not in the videos, or you're in very few?
Well, I honestly have very little time. If I'm not home, I'm usually working or working out. You know, I'm trying to get back into my diet and exercise routine. So
I definitely need to do that.
That's where I am.
Okay, so that's why, folks, because I know somebody left a message. It's like, please put on your husband. They want to see you, Yvonne.
Well, you're the star.
No, I don't want to be the star.
I only know
I just
how to
want
make
to be the
cocktails.
informer, the educator. That's what I am. Actually, I just retired from being a teacher. Yeah, I did.
How are you liking that?
I was a teacher for 27 years, folks. 27 years. And I put in my time, and now I get to enjoy life and enjoy our home and our dogs. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, Simon's right here. He's
Simon.
trying to get on the counter. And yeah, so I'm going to continue doing these videos. I want to try to start a website too, where I can list all the recipes in detail, because I know somebody mentioned one time in a comment it would be nice to have it written down, you know, because I do go through all the ingredients that you need, like we just did for this cocktail, but yeah, it is nice to have it written down so you can keep it your own. So I might start creating a website. I thought about
What do you guys
that.
recommend?
Yeah, what do you think? Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you'd
What
be interested.
website? What is a good website to?
Well, I know in Google you can use Google. I forgot what it's called. There's one in Google that's for free that we can use, but I would have to create it. You know, I have to create it. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in that. Maybe my idea was to have like pictures of the food and then the name and then a link where it takes you straight to that YouTube channel or that YouTube video that I did. And then this way you can see how it's prepared, but also have the recipe. I don't know, it's just a thought. Let me know what you guys think, or if you care. All right, look at that. So he's adding the garnish now.
All right. Look how pretty that looks.
Looks up. Are you gonna add a maraschino cherry to
Yeah,
it?
you know, you wanna
Okay,
throw a couple
just
in
throw
there.
some of the cherries here.
Yeah.
And what about the rosemary?
Dress it up with a fresh rosemary. You know, rosemary is such a good friend in the kitchen. You know?
Is that rosemary Clooney?
You know, you cannot just use it for cooking, but you can use it for cocktails.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, actually rosemary is used in the healthy food industry as a natural preservative.
Oh, preservative.
If you didn't know that. If you want to cook, whenever you're cooking, if you want to throw some rosemary in your recipes,
Oh yeah.
it'll
preserves the food.
Yes, it'll preserve the food.
Oh,
So yeah.
very nice.
And for the drinks, it's a really nice scent.
Okay, so why don't you make yourself one and then we'll do a toast.
Let's do that. Look how pretty it looks.
It's so pretty. Okay, Boo, so to 2024, I want to thank all our subscribers out there. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking the videos and commenting. We appreciate your support. Thank you for being part of the Happy Healthy Living family. We greatly appreciate you guys, and Happy New Year to my love.
Happy New Year, Boo.
Happy New Year, love you.
Love you too. Happy New Year to everyone.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. It's very refreshing.
I hope you guys give it a try.
It's a keeper.
And let us know what you think.
Thank you so much. Until next time, our friends, happy, healthy living. Bye-bye.
Cheers.